You were meant to be locked up for the rest of your life. MSU and USAG's culture of enabling predators is meant to end. As for us, we are meant to thrive. We are meant to be happy. We are meant to put an end to sexual abuse.
Former sports doctor Larry Nassar will spend the rest of his life in prison. After 7 days of statements like that one you just heard from more than 100 victims, the judge sentenced him today to 40 to 175 years.
Yeah, the judge saying that she just officially served his death warrant with that sentence. That time will not begin until after he serves his 60-year sentence for child pornography charges. Our Dana Chiklis has been covering the story for us all week. She was in the courtroom this morning for the culmination of this hearing. Dana, what happened in court today?
Well, Janice, as we know now, just after Larry Nassar's sentencing, the Michigan House of Representatives passed that resolution calling for an immediate resignation from Michigan State University President Luana Simon. In the last 7 days here in court, as you mentioned, we heard 156 survivors also give loud calls for change, including Rachel Den Hollander. She was the last to address Nassar this morning and the first woman to file a criminal complaint against the former doctor in 2016 after also working with an investigative team out of Indianapolis who also helped break open this criminal case. Both she and Judge Aquilina call for in-depth investigations from all of the institutions, including USAG, the USOC, and Michigan State University, who silenced survivors for decades.
Sir, I'm giving you 175 years, which is 2,100 months. I've just signed your death warrant.
Larry Nassar sentenced 40 to 175 years behind bars to be served after his 60-year sentence for having child pornography. Before the sentence, the remaining survivors addressing Nassar face-to-face for their 7th day.
I did not know that at the same time Larry was penetrating me, USAG was systematically burying reports of sexual assault against member coaches in a file cabinet instead of reporting them.
Rachel Den Hollander, the first to file a criminal complaint against Nassar in 2016 and the last to address him, saying she spent years trying to get someone at MSU to act.
They did not listen in 1997 or 1998 or 1999 or 2000 or 2004 or 2014. No one knew, according to your definition of no, because no one handled the reports of abuse properly. Victims were silenced, intimidated, repeatedly told it was medical treatment, and even forced to go back for continued sexual assault.
Survivor Sterling Reithman doesn't want an apology.
We now have to use our voices and experiences to protect the little girls of tomorrow from watching their heroes turn into predators. What I need is systemic change at the highest levels to end the culture of abuse that is sweeping our nation.
And survivor Kaylee Lorenz demanded Nassar name those who protected him.
You need to look at me and listen. I only hope that when you get a chance to speak, you tell us who knew what and when they knew it. Did Dean Strample know?
But he failed once more.
Your words these past several days, your words have had a significant emotional effect on myself and has shaken me to my core.
Judge Rosemarie Aquilina reading Nassar's words from a letter he wrote just after pleading guilty to 7 counts of sexual abuse in this case.
What I did in the state cases was medical, not sexual. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. It is just a complete nightmare.
And Den Hollander saying she hopes this is the start of a new beginning for victims of sexual assault.
And moving forward as a society, this is what it looks like when the adults in authority do not respond properly to disclosures of sexual assault. This is what it looks like when institutions create a culture where a predator can flourish unafraid and unabated. And this is what it looks like when people in authority refuse to listen, put friendships in front of the truth, fail to create or enforce proper policy, and fail to hold enablers accountable.
You made all of these voices matter. Your sister survivors, and I thank you. You are the bravest person I have ever had in my courtroom.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Incredibly brave women there who now urge other survivors ready to come forward to tell your story, saying, "We believe you." And more calls for MSU President Simon to resign tonight coming from the Second University trustee. And as far as Nassar, he will die in prison, but his court days continue at the end of the month in Eaton County, where you'll remember he pleaded guilty to an additional 3 counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct. For now, we're live in Lansing tonight. Dana Chiklis, Fox 17 News.
So many strong women there, Dana. Thanks for all your coverage of that.